Hello, I'm MBX and welcome back to the video. Today I have some Minecraft news to share with you, and it is of course to do with the next update coming out for the PC version of the game, Minecraft 1.12. This is going to be a really interesting update for a bunch of reasons, and they're trying to keep the, official update name under wraps right now, but I think by the end of today's video, you might just have a good idea as to what it's going to be, because there's been 3 or 4 feature announcements, and they all have a similar theme to them. But yeah, I'll be telling you everything there is to know about Minecraft 1.12 so far. Hopefully you do all enjoy this video. Like it if you do, because it helps out the channel, and let us know you do like the Minecraft news, because again, this PC news is not only relevant for the PC, but also for the other versions as those features slowly roll into there. But yeah, with that said, also the background gameplay is going to be from Insane Mode Skywars. I'm playing for the first time in a few months with a new keyboard, so I'm a bit rusty and you can laugh at some of the fails there. But yeah, with that said, let's get straight into talking about this next Minecraft 1.12 update. So yeah, Minecraft 1.9 to 1.11 had such a big variance in like how big the updates were, the themes of the updates, everything about them, and it makes me very curious about this 1.12 update, especially since Jeb just immediately after Christmas got straight into working in it, so he was clearly very passionate about it, and the first feature announced just after Christmas was actually to do with the paintings, and he made it so that the now it's going to be easier to get the correct painting, i.e. the one you want, when you're doing that. So there's going to be some form of new GUI or something to make painting placing a lot easier, which is great for people who build and want to have that very specific painting but have to currently spend like a whole minute. That's going to be made a bit easier. But then the most recent stuff that was announced after that, because I think I might have covered that in a video before, were really, really interesting to me because they're massive changes to the entire artwork in Minecraft, because they're doing a palette change to the colors you'll actually see in Minecraft. So here you can actually see that Jeb tweets out saying palette test, and then tweets the developers working on it, but then says that the texture itself may change, and here you can see the current on the left, textures of all the walls in Minecraft, and on the right you can see the new updated ones, and you can see there is just a massive, they pop a lot more, they're more colourful, bright, etc. And yeah, that's the change they're making to wall blocks, but it's actually 2 changes in wall blocks to 1 here. They kind of subtly mentioned the second one there, but you can see how the texture of the wall is kind of changing to reflect its new role, because when wool was first added to Minecraft, I think it was cloth back then, it was added to Minecraft kind of just as some colourful blocks mixed in with the rest of them, but now it's become abundantly clear. Now we have like 400 blocks, whatever it is. Now there's so many blocks, these are just the colourful blocks when you want those 16 colours, so they've made them a lot brighter, but they've also changed the texture very subtly to make it so that again the blocks just look more like the colour, and they look more like just a big blob of red, a blob of pink, which should make any builds using wool look a lot better, which is one I think everyone can get on board with, like, oh yeah, they just made wool look better in 2 ways there, because it's the palette as well as the texture. However, a lot of people, are kind of confused by this. I saw a lot of comments about like, oh yeah, it looks like they've been washed through, this or that, and basically Jeb kind of confirms that this is kind of 2 changes at once, so to make it a bit easier on the eyes to understand the exact palette change, he tweets out another one showing here's what the banners look like before and after, and as you can see, the actual changes to the colour in Minecraft are very subtle. They just change stuff like, that red, for instance. Look how much nicer it looks with the new red. It's like a bright, I guess crimsony red, as opposed to like, a scabby, blood red maybe. You can see every single colour, has a subtle change in some cases, but some of them just look a lot brighter in this one, such as the light blue, such as grey, lots of, and the black even is just a more deep black. I really like the colours that colour changes they made there, and it's really, really nice. It's a subtle change, but it's one you'll notice on stained clay, stained glass. You'll see it on pretty much anything that's brightly coloured, and you might even see it in the rest of Minecraft. So like, for instance, oh, why don't they take the coal blocks and make them look nicer? That's something we might see in the future, but for now, we just know it's on all the coloured blocks, and it looks pretty great. So yeah, that's the first big one, and it seems kind of small on the surface, but if you're like really into the art of Minecraft, it's going to be one that makes your builds look that much better. But then there's also been another change announced, which is to do with creative menu. So this is really handy if you're a creative builder, because if you have like sets of stuff you used to work on certain parts of, let's say a woodland mansion or a house or whatever it is, then now you'll be able to save your hotbar and then like restore it at a later time. So here you can see, his example of saving his hotbar. This is a redstone filled one for working on redstone stuff. He saved it and he can restore it later, but then you can also choose to restore from any of the ones that you have in your brand new saved toolbars inventory, which you can see right here. He's got a combat one, he's got some building ones, he's got some redstone ones. It's a pretty great, like little feature, and again, this is the sort of thing that I will find so useful when it does eventually come out, and it's just great for anyone that does anything in creative, no matter how small or how big. If you want to do lots of stuff, you don't have to manually pick it every time, which is a great change to add to Minecraft. I really think that, these two changes in particular are ones that, mods themselves wouldn't necessarily do great, and these can improve every mod indirectly. That's something that Jeb has mentioned he wants to do more in the future, stuff that can improve the base Minecraft game to be worked upon, and those are pretty great examples of it. So yeah, these are just the 3 features we've seen so far. Changes to the wall texture, changes to the color palette, which changes most of Minecraft, and changes to the way creative work. And when we combine that with the 4th feature, which was again shown off some time ago, making it easier to do the correct painting, I really think the theme of this update is going to be the creative update. I think it's going to be about building or something like that. They're going to, theme it in that way, because 4 features in a row now have been really, really big for builders, and that just makes me think the rest of them are going to go in that direction too, because again, it's something that, Minecraft has been all about survival for the longest time. Here's a creative update for everyone. So So it's funny because I said that in this video, oh yeah, I think this update will be a creative update and we'll see more creative features, and it's funny because just before this video was about to go live, what actually happened is Jeb tweeted out again with another brand new feature from Minecraft, PC 1.12, and it's really interesting because it is this thing right here. So you might think that, oh, this is the palette change but affected on stained clay, but as it turns out, according to a second tweet, this isn't stained clay, this is a brand new block, which means there's going to be a brand new type of colored block, so as well as having stained wool, I guess you could call it, the banners, as well as having the stained clay and the stained glass, there's going to be another type of stained block, and although we can't work out what it is right now, it could be stained stone, stained block, stained anything, it's pretty cool that we have another colored block that is much more colorful and vibrant, kind of like how the new wool is. Anyway, with that said, this update is also going to be seeing its first snapshots in the next week or two, which means we'll probably see the update sometime around March, and yeah, that's when you can expect a release date. Right now, again, this sort of stuff is in the future at some point, but everything we need to know about 1.12 so far is that it has lots of cool brand new creative features for builders, and that it's going to be starting to release pretty soon, at least in snapshot form, and that's exciting stuff, you asked me. Anyway, I hope you did all enjoy this video. I want a game in the background, so I guess I can be kind of proud of that. Like it if you liked it, share if you really liked it, and subscribe if you're new around here, because I make videos like this one every single day on my channel, and if subscribed, you'll see them daily on your homepage. Thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye.